Hello and welcome to our podcast, Bodytalk Fit. I am your host and owner of Bodytalk Fit, Noelle.
And I'm your co-host, Diane.
I do want to tell you what Bodytalk Fit is.
Bodytalk Fit is designed to help the woman enhance her sensual inner and outer self through dance. Bodytalk Fit helps boost self-confidence by building appreciation and awareness of your body and how to move it.
This is a fun fitness dance class that will have your booty shaking, your hips swaying, your neck rolling, your confidence boosted, your body glistening from sweat, and your walk more sexy than when you walked in. Yes, you will.
Hi, welcome to Bodytalk Fit.
Hello. How is everybody doing today on this wonderful Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time? This is our third podcast, and I am your host, Noelle. This is your co-host, what?
Dirty Diane.
Dirty Diane. And we have two other guests who are not in studio tonight, Miss Cherry Antoinette and Miss Desi Baby. You know, I love saying Desi Baby. It's something about the Desi Baby. I see Desi Baby on mute. Okay, them kids in the background, girl.
Yes.
Hey,
They in there.
We got a whole show to do. Tell them to shut it up. Okay, so these are my burlesque dancers for Erotic City, and this show is called Erotic City Burlesque Show One-on-One. And what we're going to do is talk about how everybody came into the scene of burlesque and Erotic City. And if we have enough time, each dance is going to show a little piece of what they're going to do at Erotic City. So we have our show is August 15th, which is my birthday, and I hope everybody can make it out. It is a Tuesday, and I do know it is a school night because that's what I'm hearing everybody say. Oh, girl, that's a school night. Bye. Okay, you go to the bar and a restaurant on school night, don't you? Okay, you can come to my show, right? So it's from 8 to 10 p.m. Doors open at 7 p.m. It is at 413 Sports Lounge, which is my best friend's spot. That's in Carrollton. 35 and 121. Like I said, doors open at 7. Show starts at 8. It's a very interactive audience show. We're going to do probably 4 or 5 group pieces, and then we have solo pieces. It's going to be audience engaged. I mean, it's a real live burlesque show. So if you've ever seen a burlesque show like in Vegas, it's similar. If you haven't seen it, well, you need to just come out because we bring in Vegas to Dallas, baby. Okay. Okay. So we are going to start with Miss Dirty Diane. And each dancer is just going to go around and tell us about a little bit about themselves. So, Miss Dirty Diane, can you tell us a little bit about ourselves? Yourself, ourselves. Yeah. Crisco. Hey, Crisco.
I started burlesque a little bit more than a year ago. May of last year was whenever I got into burlesque, and I just kind of dove in. So I'm still a newbie on the scene. But this is actually how I met Miss Noelle and got here in Bodytalk Fit, because actually Miss Cherry and I were looking for a venue whenever we were trying to do the body confidence workshop. Here late one night after one of her classes, and that's how I was introduced to Miss Noelle, and then she asked me if I was interested in teaching, and then here I am. And then now we're doing the Erotic City Burlesque. This will be the first burlesque show that I'll be doing with Miss Noelle.
So, all right. Miss Cherry. Let's get it popping, Miss Cherry.
Yes.
Tell the people about you.
Right. I can't even snap with this hand today.
Hold on. You know, in rehearsal, I'll be like, bam.
Right. I left-handed when I snap.
Did you hear it in the video that I posted the other day? You could hear
all your snaps. Yes. At least we're gonna stay on beat.
Thanks. Bam. 5, 6, 7.
8. We go. Okay. I'm the seasoned one. I have only been in burlesque for 6 years now. And I got into burlesque by accident. I was going to take a yoga class, and I took the yoga class, but then I actually went back to the same studio, and they had a burlesque class. They had a burlesque show. They had a burlesque class. They had a burlesque audition all in that weekend, all in that first week. And that next week, I was in my first burlesque troupe or group as a company dancer. And then it's only gone. I've only gotten naked since then. So yeah, that's it.
Not naked. Not naked. She said, I'm only naked since then. Okay.
So now I burlesque all across, right, all across DFW and the US.
Now it's weird to dance with clothes on.
Right. I'm like, what are we doing? Why are we doing that? What?
It's hot.
The whole outfit. Right. It's hot.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Miss Cherry Antoinette. Miss Daisy, baby.
Hey.
Tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I am new to burlesque. This will actually be my first burlesque show, but I've been dancing forever. Mainly naked in the mirror at home, but hey.
That's how you get
it is new.
Yeah.
Yes, it's new to me, but I am excited about the show and excited to work with all of these beautiful ladies. Yep.
So we have, what was Sunday? So we rehearse on Sundays, and Sunday was our second rehearsal. Mm-hmm. And these ladies are new to my burlesque show. Okay. So let me tell you about Erotic City. So Erotic City was birthed in 2019. And how this came about was, y'all know I used to be a stripper, or maybe some of you may not know. Okay. Healer. Okay.
Now you do.
Now we know. Right. Now we know.
Now you do. Don't pass judgment, boo-boo, because you're probably worse than mine. Okay. So I've always wanted to teach on cruises. I fulfilled that dream, right? And then I've always wanted to do burlesque shows. So I was like, so one year, I don't know, I had watched the movie Burlesque with Sharon Christina Aguilera. And I was just so mesmerized by this movie and just the performances and just the art of it, right? So because it's an art, it's a straight art. And if you're not an artist, you probably won't understand what artists feel when they look at something. It's like a whole different. It's something like we feel in our body, right? Mm-hmm. So something came over me that day that I watched that movie, and I was like, I can do that. So I really wanted to open a burlesque lounge. Well, that took a lot of money. So until I found that sponsor to do that, which I'm still looking, I was like, why don't you start doing burlesque or doing burlesque shows, right? So I created Erotic City. And how I created Erotic City, I was like, dang, how can I come up with a name, right? So I think I was listening to Prince that day, which is crazy, right? I was listening to Prince, and Erotic City came on. I may have been in the studio, and I had my playlist going, and then Erotic City came on, and I just listened to the words, and I was like, I'm gonna name my show Erotic City. So I created this show, Erotic City Burlesque Show, in 2019. My first show was in 2020. February 2020. That's around when COVID came, right? So I did it. I left my cruise. I got off the cruise February 14th of 2020. Our show was February 16th of 2020. Okay. But we were already rehearsing before then, right? So I had one day to get ready for this show. And I'm like, we about to do this, right? Do this thing. It was a successful show. I sold out. And I've sold out of all of our shows. Thank God. Hey, won't he do it? I've had it in different venues each time. Yeah. Won't he do it, baby? Because, promoting the show, I created the show, produced the show, choreographed the show, and promoted the show. So in all of that, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And like I said, I just want to thank my dancers, throughout all of these years. Even though we are not still together, but I do think this is a strong team that I have this year. And I so thank y'all for it, because this is the strongest team that I've had, because these are dancers, so sometimes you have to train people for a while. I get stressed on my end, because I'm like, okay, I'm training, I'm promoting, I'm producing, I'm choreographing. So it's a lot of work into it, but these are dancers. these are well seasoned dancers. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of less stress on me this year, and I really thank y'all for it. Mwah, 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 mwah. Thank you, Jessica.
We thank you.
Yes. So, what I did was and I've said this before. So when Cherry and Diane at 9:30 p.m. Okay, after class, and I've said this before, y'all. Okay, I opened some curtains. I'm like, who the hell is knocking on my door? So they come in, baby. They was
Yeah.
I was like, hey, what y'all want? I was like, well, you had called Cherry, hadn't you called me?
Yes.
That week?
Earlier, and I told you we were coming.
I know, but you said you was coming the day before and you never came, right? No?
It was like the weekend before, but I couldn't. Yeah, no, didn't have any time. Yeah, trying to come when you had class, and I couldn't make it to the class. It was a whole timing thing. Yeah.
So they finally came, right, and knocked on the door, and I was like, okay. And our vibe, we just vibed. I think all three of us vibed that night, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, what do y'all do? Okay, tell me a little bit about yourself. I'm interviewing them. They don't even know I'm interviewing them, right? Okay. So I'm like, okay, tell me about yourself, honey. Baby, this one did a whole dang performance. Okay.
Right.
And then then Cherry showed me a whole 5 videos on her phone. I was like, oh, look this is what I do.
This is what I do. Right.
This is what I do. I was
right
like,
here.
oh,
right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Performance. Okay, I see that. So I was looking. So Miss Diane said she lived not too far from the studio, and I was looking for another instructor. So I really contacted Diane first and asked her would she be interested in teaching classes because I needed an instructor. And she said yes. So I started training her on the instructor side because she has never instructed before. She's a dancer. Never instructed before. It's 2 totally different things, right?
It sure is.
2 totally different things.
It is. Oh my God, it is. Yeah.
Because first, I'm like really into musicality, so I just listen to the beats and the ticks. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hit this tick and that tick, and then Noelle was like, okay, so when you teach, you have to like teach by counts. I was like, what count is this? I'm gonna change this up, guys, because I don't know what count this is. Just go with the music. Do your own thing.
Facts.
And then I see Miss Diamond is on with us, and she comes to class, so she knows.
Hey y'all, hey girl, baby Diamond at every class. That's Miss Diamond, baby. Okay, so I started training Dirty Diane, and trying to get the counts down, right? So, like I said, teaching and performing is 2 totally different things, right? You can be a great dancer and a horrible instructor,
right? Right.
Or you know what I'm saying, or vice versa, right? Not horrible, but not
a great teacher. Yeah,
as a great instructor. So we trained for a month and a half, on the Bodytalk Fit program, and now she's been teaching 3 months, 3 months,
like 2 months,
2 months, 2 months, and she has a class every Thursday at 7 p.m. It's temporary.
Yeah, we're gonna switch it to Tuesday.
I know.
Maybe after the show, since that's on
before
the Tuesday.
The show. We gotta do this. Yeah, we gotta do.
Switch it. So what next
week?
So in August?
Oh, she trying to leave me already. Hold on.
I said after the show because the show is on a Tuesday. So
right.
I know.
I wouldn't be able to.
So why you want to switch Thursdays? Because you got shows on Thursdays? Is that why you don't want to teach?
Well, because on Thursday I also do videography, photography, and usually I get booked on like from Wednesday on. Okay. And then since I'm going to stay for the podcast anyway, then it would make sense.
So we would have to do your class from 7 to 8 then on Tuesday. Okay. So originally it was twerk on Thursdays, and I didn't like how it was going. So I really wanted to change the format. So we changed the format, and her class has been very successful. But I also want to get a salsa instructor in here. So if y'all know any salsa instructors, I do want to have salsa on Thursdays. I want to add that to the schedule. Salsa on Thursday, and then add her burlesque on Tuesdays. Switch it. Can we do another month?
For
August? For your classes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Well, because you said before the show, I was like, the show's August 15th, so that's why I was like, what, next week?
Right, that's like 2 weeks.
Catch her on Thursdays for another few weeks. Okay, at 7 p.m. We're going to switch her to Tuesdays at 7 p.m. and then we're going to come live, but I am looking for a salsa instructor
Mm.
on Thursdays at 8 p.m. Okay, so if y'all know anybody or if you are a salsa instructor, hit me up 214-783-4117. Noelle at bodytalkfit.com.
And hi, Ben. Hi, Monica.
Hey, 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 Monica. Hey, me. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. All right. So, yeah. Excuse me. So, like I was saying, I have birthed that and had my show my first show in 2020. And then this show is very different from all of my other shows. Like I said, I've had it at different venues. Excuse me. This show is a lot different. It's a lot different. I haven't been able to really express myself burlesque. This one, I'm expressing myself fully.
Yeah.
I've held back every burlesque show, and there's reasons for that. I don't want to go into those reasons, but I'm coming out full burlesque this year. Not full, because hold on, Diane and Sherry's coming out full. Okay, I'm not coming out full. Now
It's okay. We're okay with it. We're okay with it.
I'm coming out. I want the
Want
world
to know.
Okay, they coming out. I'm not coming out as much as they coming out, but I'm letting my like freedom like go. I mean, because it's something that I've
Right.
always do and I've always held back because of certain personal reasons. But I'm not letting it because it's art, it's entertainment. So I'm not going to let anybody shield my performance and my art. I'm going to express my art, and if you don't appreciate my art, peace out. You know what I'm saying? So with that said, we are going to get into questions. Okay. So most of these questions I've got on this piece of paper,
It's like hot seat.
They've already answered.
Oh, okay.
I know y'all was gonna get questions.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I meant to send that to y'all, by the way. My bad. I meant to send you the list of the questions, but girl, I didn't
It's
type
okay. It's okay.
But this group knows to go with the flow. It's fine.
Right. Right.
Go with the flow. Go with
It's
the
okay. It's okay. We got it. We got it. Okay.
So, Diane already knows these questions, so we're gonna start with her, and then y'all can just think of y'all answers. So kind of like y'all in an interview, right?
Right. Right. A group interview.
We in a group interview, and she's gonna answer the question, and everybody gonna answer the same question. So that's the
Okay. Okay.
about it, right? So,
Okay.
what does burlesque mean to you?
So for me, burlesque is about the art of seduction, the teasing. It's a more lighthearted striptease, but still it's the art of getting the audience's attention, the art with seducing them, whether it be with your dance form or eye contact. Is just the movement and the outer experience of the seduction.
Okay.
Really? Really? No sense whatsoever. No sense.
Oh, all right, Miss Cherry Antoinette. What does burlesque mean to you, honey?
It is burlesque to me is freedom. It is the allowing of whatever expressions you have through dance as a form of your art, whatever expressions that you have. So it could be jazz, it could be hip hop, it can be contemporary, it could be comedy, it could be sultry, it could be sassy, it could be nerdy. Just whatever you feel like you want to do and however you want to tell a story through us, through dance, in whatever way, shape, form, or fashion that you want to have it.
It is a story through dance. It is a story through dance. It is very story through dance. It's what you feeling in your heart. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love. It's expressing how you feel through dance.
Yeah.
Miss Desi, baby.
Hi.
What does burlesque
Yes,
mean?
To me, definitely confidence, sexuality. I watched that burlesque movie over and over, and I just love the performance, the confidence. Definitely, the expression, the fierce in it, like I'm the baddie, look at me. Like I love it. I love it. So yes, that's what burlesque
I'm
means
on
to me.
Yeah.
stage. I got center
It's me. It's me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, like when Christina Aguilera went out there and she just showed them, I'm it. I'm it. I'm
Yeah.
her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. So that's what it means to me. Yes.
Okay. So y'all know Miss Desi Baby. This is her first burlesque show, but she's not new to the dance scene, right? So
Yeah.
she teaches class at gyms, right?
Yes.
She teaches class
Yes.
at gyms. And how I met Desi Baby is she actually came to a pole pop-up class of mine. What was that, last year?
Yes, I did.
Last year. And
It
baby,
was
the way
last
she
year,
was
yeah.
moving on that pole and just shaking her baby, because she got a badonkadonk back there, okay?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't let it fool you.
She got a whole booty back there, and baby, the way she
It
was just
moves.
like grinding and moving, and she was going around that pole, and the confidence. It was the confidence for me. It was a total confidence for me, and how she wasn't afraid. She wasn't afraid to perform in front of the other girls, and she wasn't afraid to do any of the pole spins, any of the movements, and like I said, it was a confidence for me. And she's been to four or five of my classes. So when I had tryouts for this, she was the one that she was one of the ones that tried out, and I already knew who I wanted. But if any of the other girls came to try out and show me something, I was going to, maybe consider something else, but I already knew I wanted Desi Baby. When she said, hey, I'm about to try out, I was like, okay. I ain't even got to
Got you. Yes. Okay.
So I'm going to just let you know that's how you was picked.
Right.
Yes.
I never tell her that, though. I never told her that. So don't
Well,
be getting that
thank
big
you.
head, girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
But she's been doing so well in rehearsals. So well, even though CJ Boyd, hey CJ Boyd, what's good, y'all? What's good, baby? So even though this is her first burlesque performance, she's been doing great. She's been doing great. We've all been doing great as a team, and that's the importance of it. It's a team effort. It's not one sided. This ain't my show. This is our show. Even though I created and produced it, this ain't my show. This is our show. And that's what I had to tell them ladies when we first met and signed contracts. I was like, this is our show, It's my birthday night, and I want to feel special, but this is our show. And I couldn't do anything without them. And I appreciate this, the hard work and dedication that they put into all of this. And especially this one, because she come in here and set up all these lights, baby, and I be like,
you don't even know your studio,
baby. She's a whole team by herself,
She is.
I thank God that he brought y'all to my door that night. Really. So
no matter how we came, it's fine. It's fine.
No matter how you came and what time you came.
Right. Hey.
Hey. All right. So, first question: where have you performed burlesque shows? Second question. Excuse me.
Where was the first? So I performed. So Jerry and I are also part of another group, Uptown Review. So where I perform usually is at Dallas Comedy Club, in Deep Ellum, the Nines in Deep Ellum. I performed at Arlington Music Hall with Ariel's burlesque production. Where else? I think those are the main. Also, sometimes we're in Fort Worth. The most recent was at Pearls. They just reopened there. So it's really cute. It used to be like a brothel back in the day. And then a restaurant.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they turned it into like a restaurant for however many years, and then that restaurant closed down, so they reopened up into the saloon. So we were there to do burlesque because they kind of wanted to bring back the entertainment side. It's in the stockyards as well. So I think those are the only venues I believe I performed in.
So they just had Cherry and Diane just had a show on Sunday at what, Dallas Comedy Club?
Yeah. So
it was a murder mystery. So after rehearsal,
it's our first one.
We gotta go. I was like, where y'all going?
I showed up to rehearsal
Yeah.
because I was like, I literally have to jump and we have to start the show whenever we get there.
So they're like, they ain't new to the scene. So yeah, so that was crazy. So they was like, we got to end the rehearsal on time because we got to go to the show. We got to be at the show. So I got them there on time. So yeah. Miss Cherry Antoinette, where have you performed burlesque shows? Oh, girl, she gonna have to.
Right, I was like, oh Lord, okay.
All over the place, travels. I want to be like Cherry.
Right. So Deep Ellum, most definitely. There are a few spots in Deep Ellum I've performed. Quixotic World, the Nines Bar is our current residency. It's another bar. It's like a barbershop kind of front, but it's a club behind it. Bishop Arts, so at the Atlas, as well as another bar in Bishop Arts. Then Viva's Lounge, which is kind of in the medical manufacturing district. That's in Dallas. A couple of warehouses, several parties. Denton for Glitter Bomb, Salty Lady Burlesque. Fort Worth with Pearls, and then Horace Hall, Sleeping Panther, used to. Keller, Texas. There is a with Spike Stiletto. I can't even think of it. I did Aerial Burlesque Music Hall. I think I did it year before last. It's been a few years. And then the furthest I've been was Virginia, and then I go to Iowa in November.
Nice.
Exciting. That's gonna be, is that the glow in the dark one?
Yes. So I am doing my first ever glow in the dark. I got 2 acts for that one in Iowa, and I'm also teaching a class. So I'm bringing my body confidence class that I teach to Iowa.
Nice. Oh my goodness. You go, girl. Nice. So so what I really want to do is start traveling with this show. I've traveled and taught before. In many cities, but what I really want to do is travel with this burlesque show. So y'all know that Magic Mike show? Did y'all go to that Magic Mike show when it was in Dallas? No. So I went. It was in Frisco, and the whole setup. I'm telling you, oh my goodness! So the whole setup was a whole kind of like small show arena type thing, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Chairs, benches. It was all wood, and they traveled with it and set it up in each city, right? So I'm looking, y'all know I'll be, my mind going, right? So I'm like,
right, trying to see what I'm gonna do. Oh, I can do that. Can we do that and put that together? Those kind of lights. Okay.
That part, I'm like, I would love for Erotic City to travel like Magic Mike.
Mm-hmm.
It would be only 4 of us though. Mm-hmm. We ain't bringing nobody else on, but. I mean,
you can have a guest performer in each city, bring out the locals. You got to bring in your locals.
And then an MC host. Yes, of course. I would love that. But I'm trying to think, okay, how can I put this on? Because I can't be teaching forever. So how can I create this show that travels around the country? So if any of you sponsors out there and you want to sponsor this traveling burlesque show,
or venues from any other state,
or venues
will come to you.
Yes, if you're a promoter in a different state or you have a venue, please contact us because we'll travel. We're gonna have a whole video that's gonna be out because this is the first time that we're all dancing together, and I promise you it's gonna be a hell of a show. I mean, y'all. Just get ready. I mean, this is gonna be a hell of a show, all 4 of us. And then so we do have so I am bringing back the I want to say stripper, the pole girl, the pole performer, the pole
performer.
Last year. The pole performer from last year. So I am bringing out my stage pose because y'all know I rent out stage pose as well. These are the stage poles that I put up in the studio. They're actually stage poles that don't even have to be connected to the ceiling. And I brought it to my last burlesque show, and she danced on the pole. Awesome. This girl was fantabulous. Okay, so I contacted her before I even booked this one. I said, I'm gonna need to know if you're gonna be in the show. She said, what day? She said, I got you. She's gonna be there. Yeah, so she's gonna have a little piece. She's gonna have her piece up in there too. So she's going to be on the pole. The pole is going to be set up at 413 in the corner by the DJ booth. And she's going to be in VIP. Okay. So the VIP people going to be like, VIP almost sold out. It's one table left. I'm telling y'all, y'all better
right. You better get your seat.
So it's one table left. He said he wanted it, but he ain't paying me my money. Okay, y'all know how business works. But it's one table left in VIP. We do have bar seats for $30. We do have tables. I can't remember the price, and we do have general admission for $35. Okay, y'all can get online at Bodytalk Fit and get those tickets. Okay, Bodytalk Fit, get those tickets, sponsor a table. Okay, we need all the support that we can get because I promise you it's going to be a great show. All right, next question. Would you be willing, as we talked about traveling, would y'all be willing to travel for these Erotic City Burlesque shows?
Yes, absolutely. Like, I love travel. Take me out of here. Somewhere
right.
Yes.
That is life. Yes.
We're going to probably have to share a hotel room to begin with, you know?
That's fine.
We're going to be working so much, it don't even matter. It don't even matter.
You're going to be sleeping in the bed with me, cheering. Baby, hold on. We're going to get double twin beds.
Right. Queen. They do double queen beds. Don't do us.
All right. So she say yes. Cherry, what you say?
Most definitely, yes.
Yeah. Miss Daisy, baby, what you say?
absolutely.
Hell yes.
okay. Right. She's like, take me away. Please, out of here.
Oh, give me away. Baby, mine grown, so you know I can go at any time. I'll be gone in a minute. Somebody call me out. Okay, I need to fly out tomorrow. Okay.
Right. Mama, where you at? I'm gone.
Gone. I'm gonna leave them a message. I'm gonna text them, hey y'all, I gotta fly out, in the morning. Like, okay. Be safe. All right. So does your family and friends know you are a burlesque dancer?
The majority know. The people who need to know. I think the only person, well, he probably knows now, but we don't talk about it. Yeah, my dad. I'm still my dad's princess, even though I'm 36 years old. I'm still afraid. So to him, I'm still his little girl. But my aunts and stuff know. Which it's funny because my parents are divorced, but my mom's best friends are his sisters.
Oh wow! Yeah.
So they come. So they still talk to my mom, hang out with my mom, and all this stuff. And obviously, she tells them all I do, so I'm sure.
Right. Maybe he knows. He knows.
My dad and I talk. We don't talk about that. He just says, "Are you working? Are you good? How are you? How's life? Good."
No, Daddy, I need some money.
That's right. Not that daddy. Not that daddy.
Okay. But I'm looking for that kind of daddy too.
Same. My inbox is open. So is my Venmo, my Cash App, PayPal, all of the above, and my Zelle. Yes.
Oh, Miss Diamond asks, what if you have someone that comes to your classes every week that actually wants to train to become a burlesque dancer? Are you willing to train them?
Of course I am. Of course I am. They have to be dedicated. They have to show passion for it. And yeah.
I mean,
of course I am.
I feel like that's the start. If you're coming to our classes, because we have our own style, but we also teach some of the burlesque moves and stuff to it. So if you're coming every week, you're pretty much kind of already getting some of the training.
So I do have to say, I think I've touched on this a bit earlier at the beginning of this. My last show was all clients that I trained.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was all clients that I trained. Well, two of them. I was actually asking myself.
Yes, we know.
I know you're dedicated, girl. I know you're dedicated and got a whole personality that you're gonna show on stage. If I see that you have the potential, yes, but it's very hectic training a non-experienced dancer to do these shows that I put my all into and I put my money into. So I would, going forward, experience is required, no doubt, going forward. Yeah. So to answer your question, I love you, Dominique. She's getting it though. She's doing really well in class.
Yeah, no,
she's doing really well in class.
Yeah.
And baby, the way she asked, okay, what count is this? What count is this?
Yeah.
What count is this? I'm like, hold on.
Wait, don't do her. Don't do her.
Right. She be like, yo, what are we supposed to point our toes on 8 or flex our feet?
Like, how many times are you flipping your hair? I'm like, whatever you feel like, Dominic, whatever you feel like.
Right, go with it. Just go. Yeah.
But I mean, that's in class, but in a show it's totally different because if we whipping our hair twice, we all gonna have to whip our hair twice on the stage.
Yeah.
You know? So I love you, Will. So I mean, performing on stage and in class is something totally different.
Yeah.
It's totally
it is.
different.
Yeah.
Totally different. Yeah, totally different. Totally different. Did we ask you, Desi, baby, about the travel?
Yeah.
We did.
I said
So
yes,
we on-
absolutely.
We on our next.
She trying to get ready for the kids, right?
Oh,
Remember?
this is a good one. Oh, does your family and friends know you're a burlesque dancer?
Mine? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they know.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. My mom was all like, so you stripping? I'm like, no. No. But she is going to the show, and so she'll see.
Mama's coming to the show?
Yeah, she is.
Oh,
And
exciting.
my sisters.
Exciting.
Yes.
Exciting.
I
Okay,
am
so
excited.
this next question taps into what you just said. Okay. So what would you say the difference is between a burlesque dancer and a stripper? Ooh.
Oh, I'll go.
I
You said tapping into what she said, so I thought she was gonna continue.
I feel like burlesque is more cautious, like more right. Like we cover up more and we tease, and I feel like stripper shows it all, right?
That's what
Yeah.
I feel like. Yeah, that's the main difference is just for burlesque because there's also different types of burlesque dancer as well. It's not everyone's wheelhouse is seduction. Like some of it is like comedy, some of it is more like bumps and grinds. And more about the costume. I know, girl. I know. I'm learning. But yeah, so there's different types of burlesque performer. For me personally, because I ask the girls all the time, I'm like, guys, like, am I borderline stripper or am I a stripper? Because I'm very intense, and like if you ever see me perform at my shows, like what I do in class is not what I do on stage. Like when I'm on
At
stage,
all. Night and day. Night and day.
Because I'm more of a dancer and I'm still new to this burlesque scene, then it's like when I get to the end of the song is when I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be taking off some of my clothes.
Take off something.
So
rhinestones. Where are your rhinestones? Okay.
I'm just like throwing costumes off at the end, and that's where I'm struggling right now, where I'm like, okay, I need to also learn the timing of taking off the clothes, because that's supposed to be part of it is the teasing part where you're like slowly teasing, slowly taking off the clothes. But then I'm like, oh, I know I only have 1 more minute in the song and my full costume is on right now. So I just started like letting clothes fly at the end. And I think that's one of the main thing is just the timing of clothing removal as far as burlesque and stripping.
So my first show, we didn't have clothing removal. Like I said, I was very reserved on that. I wanted to do this burlesque show, and it was a great show, great show. But we didn't do any clothing removal. So, I had a robe that I did on, my, solo piece that I took off, but I didn't remove anything else. I had little tassels on my nipple, covering my nipples, and then a bra around it, and then booty shorts, and of course, stockings. But I didn't do any removal of that, right? And I didn't have any of my girls do that either, because of course, I had people that say, oh, you're going to do that? So it's a lot of people that's going to be like, it was like a lot of, I don't want to say negativity, but a lot of
opinions, judgment,
judging and opinions. And I'm like, this is my show. This is my show. Why should I let your opinion
Mhm.
What you think about yourself dictate what I do in my show.
Mhm.
So, like I said, going forward, I'm like, I'm not doing that no more. It was friends, so-called friends, that were making these judgments. Oh, did you tell your man you was gonna be doing that? This is a show.
Mhm.
This is a burlesque
Right.
show. That's what it
Right.
is. And I've had to like close my ears to that, and say, hey, this is art. This is what I do. This is what I love. It's a show. It's a performance. It's nothing else. I used to be a stripper. Hey, this is not stripping. Now I can show you a whole strip performance. This is not stripping. I'm going out and giving you a lap dance with no panties on. That's stripping.
That's stripping.
That's stripping. This is a whole performance and a tease. It's a whole show. It's stepping out of your comfort zone, stepping out of the club, stepping out of, doing your everyday thing, going to the bar. I mean, something different that you do, and many people want to judge it. Many people want to say, really? That's
right. Right.
You can have all your judgment, you can judge everything that, anything that you want, but at the end, it's an art. Mm-hmm. And if you don't understand art, you want to understand this, Yeah. And that's what I have to express to people. They be like, well, what is it? It's a strip show? Mm-hmm.
No.
I mean,
you don't necessarily have to strip all the time. Sometimes you can you can do the comedy acts, or you can do the playful acts, or reverse strip, or whatever. So it's about the confidence that you have in what you're doing, how you play your part, like the storytelling we said, and just being you, being on stage and letting that art show. So people in their judgments.
And everyone is so different. Everyone is so unique. That's the great thing about it. We're all different. We all have a different style, but when we come together on stage as a unit, it's synced, right? Yeah. And then we do, because I've seen y'all solo pieces, right? And I've seen listen to the songs that y'all have chosen, and it's all different, but it's all greatness. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's nothing raunchy. Mm-hmm. It's nothing nasty. It's seductive. It's flirty. It's classy. You know what I'm saying? And it's a show. It's art. Yeah. Okay. So for those of you who are wondering what burlesque is, that's what it is. It's an art. It's seductive. It's flirty. It's sensual. It's erotic. That's why I named it Erotic City. Now, nothing's raunchy about it, because ain't nothing raunchy about me. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna put out nothing raunchy. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm not gonna have no raunchy people with me. So let's see. Has everybody answered that? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Daisy, baby, did y'all answer that? What would you say the difference is?
Oh, that was me. I did about family.
No. What would you say the difference is between the burlesque dancer and a stripper?
Yes, that was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all answer. Yeah. Okay. All right. So the next one, have you ever been a stripper before?
Not yet. But those need to be paid. And
I have not.
Hire.
What strip club is hiring?
Right?
We're gonna create our own strip club in here, girl. Bye.
Y'all let me know who's hiring, which clubs will take me, and I will go there.
She's lying.
Because it's almost the first, y'all. Bills need to be paid.
I'm saying,
I wholeheartedly support the efforts. I will come and see you. I do support. I do support.
Me too. I'm gonna put these polls up in here. We can have a whole damn strip club. I ain't lying.
An intimate strip class.
I love it. Yes.
Oh, that's too funny. What about you, Miss Cherry? You ever been a stripper?
No, ma'am. I came from the church, and then I was in a community dance group growing up, drill team. So halftime on the football field, community praise dance, most of my life.
But and now y'all just look at them solo pieces that she about to do. Ooh, baby, it's all she like.
My body is still a temple. It is still a temple. That did not change.
Facts. And all I'm doing is teasing you, so don't think
that's it. That's
it. After this show,
it is a whole art form. I don't live my life in a certain kind of way. I'm still a whole professional in these streets, and then I like doing burlesque. Like, no, I love doing burlesque. Like, I teach others to do burlesque. This is just what I love doing.
So good at it. You are so good at it. You are so
Thank
good
you.
at it.
Thank you.
And I was a praise dancer too. Miss Diamond said she was a praise dancer too.
Your body is a temple, Diamond. Your body is a temple, girl.
Miss
Yes.
Desi, baby.
Yes, I've never been a stripper. No, I've never been
Would
a
you
stripper.
like to
I
be a
did,
stripper?
Right.
girl. If it pays right,
If the money good, how much we paying? How much we
yes,
talking?
right? I got kids to feed.
So, but what we doing?
Do y'all know how much money I used to make a night?
How much?
Which club?
Right. How much? Right.
I danced at every club in Dallas before.
Oh,
I'm not naming no clubs. But back in the day, I
she
danced
said
at
all of them.
I used to be a cocktail waitress at Baby Dolls back in the day, though.
I danced there one night. They fired me.
Oh,
That's what I find me.
okay.
As a matter of fact, I got
All right.
fired at quite a few strip clubs.
That might be another.
That's a whole nother show. How you get fired from the strip club? We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
From a strip club. Girl, I got fired from four.
Okay. All right. We'll talk. We'll put a pin in that one. We'll talk later.
On Sunday between just y'all and us.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about that later and see what
for
happens.
that podcast.
Make sure we don't make those same mistakes. Like what? Hey.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Girl, it was haters. That's all it was. Haters.
Oh. Okay. Well.
They're making money. That's what it was.
Hmm.
They didn't like it. I was taking their clients. They didn't like it. Lying
Oh.
on me. Yeah, that's what it was. It's
Okay.
all right.
Okay. Wenches. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Wenches. No, wenches.
Wenches. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Have you ever seen the movie Burlesque by Sharon Christina Aguilera? And if so, what did you think?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I've seen it. I love that movie, but that's more of what they do there in that movie is more cabaret and not burlesque. So whenever I first watched that movie, that's what I thought burlesque was. That was the first time I ever heard of burlesque. So I started going to burlesque shows, and it was something completely different. And I love both, like the cabaret and stuff from burlesque, and then actually seeing a burlesque show. But I feel like that goes back to what we were talking about of what burlesque is. It was just whenever I saw real burlesque performers, and the shows was just a confidence on stage, and like whether they were doing a comedic performance or a seductive performance, it was just like the beauty, and they just range from like different ages and stuff too, and it was just like you can tell they were having fun and just the confidence that they exuded. That's what I loved about seeing a real burlesque show and what drew me to it and wanted to do it. But the same was whenever I saw that, I was like, I'm not like, I don't come off that way. Like I've always wanted to do it, but I was always fearful of jumping in until I was taking dance classes, and the girls from Uptown Review asked me like, when are you going to join? And I was like, whenever y'all will have me. So they're like, we have a show. Like, you want to jump in? And I was like, sure. And they're like, how many solos do you want to do? And I was like, what? I'll do a group number. And they're like, well, we have a spot for a solo. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll do one solo. And they're like, how about two? And I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll do two. So that was
how many solos y'all want to do?
So that was how I got into burlesque, or my first real performance was I ended up having two solos and doing the group performance, and then no one said anything until after the show. They're like, man, for your first time doing a burlesque show, I'm surprised you were willing to jump in and do all of that. That was a lot of work. And I was like, oh, is that not normal?
Nobody tell me what we do. That's what.
So my first show was more cabaret style.
Mm-hmm.
It was more cabaret style. It was more cabaret
But
style.
I still love that. Like, it's still
sure.
fun. And I think because I would love to, like, I think that would be the dream, because I grew up like watching I Love Lucy, and I always loved like the Tropicana.
You watch
Yeah.
I still to this day watch I Love Lucy. What? I love Lucy. But like, that's what I always wanted, was like a dinner and theater type of show with like Ricky Ricardo at the Tropicana with live orchestra.
With the live band and all of that. Yeah.
Like, that's my dream, to like just work at one of those or own one of those and create that.
Ew, how about we all like pitch in? We all get sponsors and open up a burlesque lounge.
That'd be
Ew.
Yeah.
That's dope. That would be dope.
Oh my goodness. You know, they had one here in Dallas. It only lasted like 2 years. I never went, but they had like crazy, like it was a great, it was downtown, I think. It was a great venue. I would always see pictures and stuff, and I'm friends on Facebook with the guy that owned it.
Mm-hmm. What was it called?
I don't want to say the name of it because.
Okay, so we'll talk Sunday. We'll talk Sunday.
But I'm like, okay, and I think I even contacted him. I was like, okay, what was wrong? But we'll talk about that more. But yeah, it was an actual burlesque lounge here in Dallas, downtown Dallas.
Seems like that.
Hold on, I saw that. Hold on. So Dominique said Noelle got fired from the strip club for moaning.
for moaning.
Girl, I'll be moaning right here. I'm just moaning for no reason.
Yeah, you do. I've heard you.
Have you noticed?
You do.
Shut up. Have y'all noticed?
It be your inside moan. You just,
It does. I'm like,
the H2O feels so good.
Oh my God. Okay, Sunday when we at rehearsal, y'all got to. Okay, we need a code word when I start moaning.
Girl, we're gonna be saying it like 50 times.
I do not notice that.
I'm gonna get tired of pineapples. We ain't gonna make it.
And be like a nasty moan. Like I be wanting to feel something. I don't know. Everybody knows it. That's what Monica says. Oh shit. That is so bad.
They calling you out?
My class from moaning. They're probably like, this heifer is weird. Why is she moaning?
Why is she moaning like that? What is going on?
Why is she moaning? My bad, y'all. I don't mean it. Okay. Anyway, so next question. We're going into Erotic City. What is Erotic City? Okay, so we have had 2 rehearsals, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've told you my passion behind it and my reason, you know, the birth of Erotic City. So what does Erotic City mean to you?
For me, Erotic City it's a safe space for you to just have fun, show your creativity, just seduce the audience, celebrate yourself, your body, and just, you know, dance.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Have fun. Be you.
Yeah.
Be you and do you. That's everything that be you and do you. Don't do nobody else. Do you. You know, be you and do you. Everybody's not gonna like you. Everybody don't like me, and I don't care.
I don't care.
But be you and do you. You know what I'm saying? And the
They're
ones
still
that
gonna
don't
watch.
it's something within them that they're not confident about, and they see that it's the confidence in you, and they're not liking that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people like that, and that's where I'll be like, come on to class. I'm gonna help you build that confidence. I promise you, I am.
Yeah.
You know. So what does Erotic City mean to you, Cherry?
Kind of off of what Diane said, I was like a celebration of life, a new chapter, moving on to something else, just saying, hey, this is me, this is where I am, this is what I want to do. Look at it or like it, love it, but I love it. So hey, we are here. Yeah.
And we are doing such a fantabulous job. Such a fantabulous job. Miss Desi, baby, what does Erotic City mean to you?
Confidence, sexuality, art.
What's your code word? What's your code word?
Moaning.
All of it.
Not the extra on there.
So yeah, like I said, confidence, sexuality, art, performance. That's what I when I hear erotic, that's what I think of. Because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna give them a whole show.
She said a whole show.
You said a whole show, a whole show.
A WHOLE or a HOE?
WHOLE.
Oh, okay. I was like,
a whole show.
There is a difference. There is a difference. Okay.
I'm trying to hide my hands because I took off my nails today, so I'm trying to hide them.
Girl,
Ain't nobody looking at you.
I'm trying not to show
looking like some little kids. It's fine. It's fine.
Right.
Oh,
Nails for the show.
I
ain't
never have
doing no
nails.
I never had. Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
I'm gonna do
This is
some.
my
I'm gonna have a
first time
makeup
taking them
artist.
off.
But yeah, I ain't doing no nails. I'm gonna have my toes did though. My toes is always did.
Oh, always. Always.
Feel
My heel.
I just got a pedicure, girl.
I was like, is she rubbing her toes on you, Diane?
I did. That's how close we are. We sisters now, girl. We sisters now. Hold on. Oh, you said no. Hold on. So, me and Desi baby got a whole. Ooh, Desi. Do we want to tell them about that one band? Ooh, Desi.
No, you.
No, we rehearsed it in our rehearsal. We got a
Oh,
whole
yeah, y'all part.
a girl on girl.
Yeah.
It's going, ooh, child. Desi.
Yes.
You pretty good. Yes, we've all okay. We ain't been fully, you know. But baby, August 15th. We got a whole girl on girl performance.
Yes.
I think Desi baby like it more than I do.
Why you gotta call her out like that? Why you gotta put her out like that?
She like, hold on, what she doing?
I don't know what y'all are.
I don't know what y'all doing.
Desi. While them other two on stage, me and Desi gonna be down on the floor.
All on the floor. On each other.
Ooh,
Yep. So don't miss it. Don't miss
Oh, Desi, baby, you better get ready. Because I'm going to be moaning all night.
it. Oh, that's so
All right,
funny.
y'all. We got a few more minutes. So I do want to show, let's get up and show them a little something. What we going to do?
Oh, you asked a question about burlesque. No, you asked a question about burlesque the movie, and you said, is it like real life or whatever, cabaret something. The other part about that I want to say is real life. I'm a whole plus size dancer. So where burlesque brought the experience and like, oh, we can do that, whatever. Burlesque has brought into the idea to be your size, let your body just shine, because it's somebody else that is probably the same size, bigger, smaller, whatever, that needs to know that women of all shapes, colors, sizes, backgrounds, whatever, does everything. So that's the one thing that the movie doesn't show you, because everybody looks like this in the movie. But in real life, we all, it's a good variety.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I wanted to pick dancers this time from all walks of life, all sizes, all shapes, all different. Because as you can see, this is a whole mix.
It's a whole rainbow. It's a whole rainbow.
I don't know what she is. Okay.
I wanted to ask.
Hold on. She a whole rainbow herself. I'll be like, girl. Okay. What's your background?
I'm Laotian.
Laotian explosion. Mm-hmm.
Laotian explosion.
So that's
Ooh,
that's Southeast Asian. Yeah, in between Vietnam and Thailand.
You can tell she's Asian of some descent, right?
Yeah.
Then I thought she had little something else in her. But I love her look.
It's like what?
Then you know I'm mixed with black and white.
Mm-hmm.
And then Miss Desi baby, Hispanic. Okay. And then Miss Cherry, a whole.
I'm all black.
African American. And we all have this unique look. And I love it.
We all do.
All different sizes, shapes, but we come together and we work so well together. And like I said, again, I thank y'all for that. Let's show these people a little something. Of course, we can't put no music to all this stuff because of copyright issues. However, Desi baby. Desi baby, let me see a little something. Girl, she said, I thought Diane was a little black girl.
Hold on.
You know she ain't no little black girl.
Let me tell y'all though. That is not the first time anyone has asked.
I thought you were mixed with black.
Thank you. No one has invited me to the cookout though. Like I'm waiting.
Barbecue. Give us a barbecue. You did
She played too much. Play too much.
She did.
But all right, let me shine it on
Okay.
Desi.
Yes.
Desi, show us some.
Ooh.
Hey.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Take it to, oh, okay. I see you, honey. Okay. Body roll. Oh, she a Cowboys fan.
Yes.
Cowboys.
Right, get out
Yes.
her house.
I forgot it was back there.
Lord child.
I was going to say that disclaimer.
Now we're going to Miss Cherry. Oh, Cherry,
Oh.
hold on. She about to take her whole shirt off.
It's a dress. Y'all talking about my house dress. It's a whole dress.
She been in the house. Oh, I like that back window.
Mhm.
Oh, that's yes.
Oh, that view. Hold on, let me see that view.
You're my business. So,
Yes. Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
and then I did put on some other stuff so you wouldn't be like.
I knew you was gonna do it, you little nasty girl.
Right.
Oh my God, I love it.
You was like, why you got on this house dress? Because I'm at home.
Hold on, I asked. I said, "Why you got that house dress on?" She didn't tell me what she had underneath it. She got a whole dang
Yeah. She's prepared.
It's a costume.
a whole costume underneath.
I got plenty of. Ask Diane. I always have backups. Always.
2 closet full.
Oh wow! I'm gonna have to come over.
Mhm.
Y'all gonna have to rhinestone me out.
I got a girl for that now. I'm gonna start outsourcing.
I'm gonna have to go buy some bras so y'all can rhinestone them out. Where you
Okay.
buy bras? 'Cause I ain't trying to buy no full price bras.
The thrift store, honestly.
Baby. Dominic said Team Cherry. Come on, Cherry Bear. Nasty, you nasty.
Yes.
Okay. Let me.
There she go moaning.
Oh, okay. Right, moaning and such.
You got on me?
Yep.
Right. She got your booty.
Yeah.
Bam.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
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 Okay.
I know I can't see without my glasses. So that's a little tease.
Yes.
But just imagine with a costume on. You doing
Right.
something?
Oh, you want me to?
Little something.
I was like, always, Diane. Always. I always want you to dance.
Diane, show us something. Oh, hold on. She put the heels on.
I know, right?
She put the hose in. Yep. Oh, she gets nasty. Okay, come through.
Okay, with that come up. Okay, with the come up. My knees don't do that. Okay.
It was a whole come up for me.
Okay.
All right. That is the end of our podcast almost, but excuse me. If you haven't gotten your ticket, I'm on my way nowhere. Girl, we about to leave, girl. Don't be coming up here. Them doors gonna be locked, girl. Yes, black girl. She said, yes, black girl. She's not a black girl.
Don't do that. Yes, that girl.
Let me do that 23 and me. Maybe I'm mixed and don't know it.
It might be in there somewhere. You're right.
All right. You got about 5% of you. All right. So thank you everybody for tuning in to our third podcast. Again, this is all of our burlesque dancers for August 15th, Tuesday, August 15th, which is my birthday. Our burlesque show, Erotic City. If you haven't gotten tickets, please do get tickets. Please do go out there and support us. You can find tickets on my website, bodytalkfit.com. Also, they're on Eventbrite, but if you go to bodytalkfit.com and scroll down, you'll click on the link to the Eventbrite actual link for the tickets. Doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. It's 8 to 10 p.m. After parties at the same spots from 10 to 12. We about to turn up. Okay. If you can't get a ticket, get somebody else a ticket. Tell somebody about the show. Share the flyer. You know what I'm saying? Share. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. Next week we'll be back at 8:30 p.m. with a different topic and different guests on our show. Actually, next week, we got I think Miss Cash. Yeah. So it may change. Y'all know how I do.
Whatever.
Hello. So if you ever want to attend any of our classes, go on my website as well, bodytalkfit.com. And you can find all of our classes, our class schedule on there, Monday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Saturday mornings. I also teach private parties, pole parties, dance parties with a chair, heels, floor, yoga, Pilates, all that stuff. We do all that stuff in private sessions. So thank you again for tuning into our third session. We love you. I want to thank our guests, Miss Cherry Antoinette, Miss Desi Baby, Miss Dirty Diane, who is always in the studio with me every Tuesday night at 8:30. We love you. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.